I have Olivia Nelson-Odoto and Tiffany Hayes taking questions. Jacqueline?
Hi guys. Just to start, Tiffany, you've had some good offensive performances the last couple of weeks. How have you felt like you've just really kind of settled into the team and the new system this year, and how you kind of progressed so far throughout the season?
I think I've settled in pretty well. Um, just playing my part, doing what's needed at the time. So I think I'm doing pretty well.
And Olivia, just for you too, kind of reflecting back at this point in the season, just what has it been like for you, especially stepping up the last couple months and just being new to the team?
I think I just try and come with the mindset of bringing consistency, and just trying to contribute in any way my team needs and wants me to. I mean, it's as simple as that. I just try and keep my mind kind of focused on that and have tunnel vision with it, but just kind of really contribute wherever my team needs me to.
You guys have talked a lot about just building chemistry throughout the season with the new group. How have you felt like that's gone, and just where do you feel like the chemistry is at this point?
I think it's coming along good. When you look at the first half compared to the second half, I feel like things are clicking better. People are, able to read each other better. There's a little bit more flow. I think the chemistry is pretty evident now, and it's just continuing to grow.
Is there anything you guys do like off the court, just throughout the season to build chemistry and kind of grow as a group and stuff like that?
I think just location wise too, and where we live, I mean, it allows us to be a pretty tight knit team, or just be able to hang out with each other a little bit more. So I think that also helps, off the court, just that bonding, and then it's able to carry on to the court too.
Just for the team in general, what do you guys feel like has been the biggest growth point so far, and kind of where do you see your hard work really starting to pay off?
Um, I think it just goes back to the chemistry. I think just being more consistent with each other, kind of things clicking better in our offense, our defense, reading off of each other a lot better than how we first started off this season. So I think there's just been huge improvements in that. Continuing to, build on defense as one of our staples has been huge. And so I think we're just trying to continue that and keep it up.
Yeah, good.
Um, Alyssa has, obviously had some really great games and really historic nights the last couple of nights. Again, tonight she only played like 30 minutes and still almost had a triple double. Have you guys like seen anything about just her confidence or her swagger as she's like put up these really historic games, and if that's kind of carried over to the team or carried over in games the last couple of weeks?
I think she said in the last game, like she just said, she's doing her, yeah. And so there's nothing more, nothing less to it. There's nothing extra. So she just comes in and produces day in and day out. Somebody that we can just count on to bring it every single night. And, even on the quote unquote off nights, like you said, she's still almost getting a triple double like that. So I think that's huge. I think that's a testament to the type of player she is and what she brings to a team. And so at the end of the day, she's really just a dog to keep it that simple. So, yeah.
Cool, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Jacqueline, go ahead.
Hey, Stephanie, congrats on the win. Just to start, the last 2 matches against the Fever were a lot closer than tonight. Just kind of what was the difference there with how the team played and just how you guys matched up, especially without Bree this time?
I think just, defensively, a little bit more presence and awareness in how we were going to play schemes for Boston on the inside and on the perimeter in our on-ball screen situations. But I also think, we look differently and they might have to match up differently when we play small. And so we got more opportunities, particularly in the first half. I felt like our offense was flowing. Our defense was really solid. We were just not cleaning up the boards. In the second half, we stalled a bit on both ends. But I think overall, just a different kind of look being a four-guard lineup for us.
You guys played another team that has a really big paint presence in Aaliyah Boston. You played Tierra the other night. Just kind of as you continue to play without Bree Jones, what is the team really learning about how you play against and match up with these teams that have like these big paint presences?
Well, they're all different. And so that makes it really tough depending upon, how we want to play them. I feel like, Liv gave us some really good minutes and Liv is going to have to continue to be a presence inside for us. DB and AT do what they do, and we're asking them to do a lot, defensively, defending bigs like that. But I felt like DB did a really good job establishing early, making sure that she was using her length to neutralize the strength of Boston. And I thought Liv came in and did a really good job. Our perimeter players were aware. To hold them to 20 points in the paint, I think is a real accomplishment for our defense.
Just reflecting back on 20 wins in the season now, just the beginning of the season with building chemistry and finding rotations that work and then adjusting to adversity in the later half, kind of just how have you seen this team grow and progress, and what does this team's peak really look like?
Well, we've grown a lot. We have a lot of new pieces, and then we've had to sort of, reimagine ourselves going small. But I think we've grown a lot in our understanding of what we're trying to get and our understanding of what we want to do on the defensive end of the floor. I don't feel like we're close to peaking yet. We still have a lot of room to grow, and you certainly want to be trending that way as you head into mid to late August and into September. We want to be peaking at playoff time. And I think that for this group, we've shown really good flashes of that. Our challenge is to consistently continue on that trend. And, basketball is a game of runs. There's going to be runs in the game. But what we want is to make sure that during those runs, our execution is still really at an elite level. And as we continue to work towards that, my hope is that we're peaking at that in September.
I know everyone's new to the system and the coaching staff, but just as far as your new additions outside of the core this year, how have you kind of seen them settle in and adjust and really kind of take a roll up on this team?
I think they've settled in really well. I think, Tiff is doing what we know that she is capable of doing and getting to the rim, knocking down shots, rebounding the basketball, high activity level, high level defender. Beck is a floor spacer, and we've seen her Beck, where she can go off and knock down shots. And even on the days where she's not getting those shots or not taking as many shots, she's spacing the floor because of her threat from the 3-point line. Ty and Liv are both getting a lot of minutes, a lot more minutes, and really doing a good job. Again, I felt like Ty, not just in terms of her production, but in terms of really running the team and getting us into stuff was really good. Liv's getting more minutes and going to continue to get more minutes, and she's doing a really good job as well. So I feel like they're settling in, understanding expectations, and sort of figuring out what your role is the biggest challenge. The next step is the consistency and making sure we get the same thing every day, every game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
Thanks, Allie. Have a good night.
You too.